Hello, and welcome to the new year in my studio and a new project. I am going to be working on something that I'm going to be calling Journal Jumble. What that means is I'm going to be attempting to work in 1, 2, 3 different journals, share my process and thoughts with you as I go. I'm first starting with my daily journal practice notebook from last year. In a case like this, I'm going to collage this page. I'm going to turn off the video so that I can get the other page done, because I think that is a waste of your time. So then what I plan on doing is then coming back and finishing up so that we can finish the page together. Another journal that I'm hoping to get to in this jumble session is this new one. And if time doesn't become obnoxious, I'm hoping to start a new project in a new journal. So let's begin. As you can see, my focal here is blue. I don't know why today was a blue day, but here in North Florida, the temperatures are only in the low 40s, and it's gray and dreary, so maybe that's the reason, but I don't think so because I love blue. I'm going to be using my good old Elmer's Extreme, and I'm going to take off the top pieces, set them aside, and I'm going to put this puppy down. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8-ish. This was gifted to me in 2014, and it's been waiting to find a home, and here it is. There we go. There's 8-ish. And that's done. And this is a piece of my deli paper jelly printing that I did almost 2 years ago. And yes, I haven't forgotten that I said that I was going to get back to it because I'm running out finally. And let's see the width of this piece. I think that's just about it. And now this one. Aren't those graph lines just a wonder for getting this job done? And this is a little piece of collage that I dug out of my blue and green drawer. I keep some of my smaller bits color-coded, so I have a naturals drawer, I have a blue and green drawer, a red, yellow, pink drawer, and this one came from here. Let's see. I think I'll put this one right here. And this baby I was going to put under, so let's see if I can do that. Certainly I can. I'll just give this a little peel up. And let's hope that this goes. No, it doesn't. Well, it'll go down here. That works for me. Bingo. And if this flaps a little bit, that will be just fine. Alrighty. Or not. We'll see. Maybe there's a limit to how loose as a goose I can get. We'll find out. I'll be back. Mission accomplished. And this is still flapping, and it might just be a little too much for my soul. We'll see. This is a piece of napkin, and in order to get this napkin to be down and down nice and flat, I do not put any glue on the napkin. I liberally use my glue stick on this page and my card to spread it out, and there it is, nice and flat. So, well, I think maybe a little bit of stenciling. I've got some stars because for some reason I think New Year's stars, maybe, and some of my go-to circles, and this one because I think we need a little soft line here. So, let me see. Let's have some midnight blue, Ceramcoat midnight blue, some Ceramcoat blue jay, and soft cornflower. I have treated myself to this for a palette to use for acrylics and oils, which I'm going to be getting back to this year. This was a birthday gift to myself, but with 50% coupon, it was well worth the doing. It's well made, piece of glass, cleanable, with either water or spirits, or even a straight edge razor will do a good job. I'm so tickled to have said happy birthday Carol to myself with that. So, 1, oops, 2, probably much more than I'm going to need or want. Just a little bit of that one. All righty. I'm thinking maybe some blue stars up here. Ah, yes. And just a few over here. Why not? That's not quite enough. Let's run some up off the page. Things always look better when somebody's flying into the stratosphere. Better. And even better. Okay. Now, if I had the brains of a chicken, I would have realized that I should have done that from light colors to dark. Oh well. And this is my Thrifty Carol measure. So, let's see. Am I thinking a little bit too much blue? We have some turquoises, and we have some greens, and we have a little green here. A little green here. But I've done blue and green before. Maybe a little bit here. Tropic Bay blue. And my new go-to, my Empire Gold, because of this and that. Okay, let's see what happens now. Well, and right here. Why not? Why not indeed? It's turning a little greenish because of the color on my sponge, but that's so fine with me. I haven't joined the army, so I'm not going to worry about that. There. Quite enough. I'm going to give this a little dry, and I'll be right back. I'm using Oriental Blue Le Pen, just to play up some of these flowers. And my Uniball Signo in blue. Love these pens beyond anything. They seem to be quite willing to go over a multitude of my sins, which of course is a very big plus in the art world. And how about yes. Thought I was going to get away without a flower, but I guess I'm not. And let's have some journaling up here. Oops, some glue there. Isn't she lovely? So, this is just a practice, and my goal to relax and just have some fun, not overthink or overdo, or as I like to be honest and say, not obsess about things. Whoops, look what I forgot back there. No, 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 that won't do. Better. And what was I saying about not being obsessive? And I've decided to build my character and let this flap as it will. So, project number 1. Done and dusted. Now, I'm going to just leave these things here because that's what I do. Close up my bottles. There, that's enough of that. And this journal that I made with pieces of work and things that I had already done. I shared this with you last year. It's quite stuffed. And I have some pages of my own art, some things that I have cut out, some gessoed sheets ready to go, and so forth and so on. This one done in 17. Piece of paper that's looking for some love, and so on. So, I'm going to start right here, seeing what I can do with this one. This is a watercolor in which I was really just starting my journey. Trying to be expressive. And I'm thinking that I'm just going to play a little bit on this one with my Pilot G2. Another much loved pen. And when I look at this from a few years ago, I realize that wasn't I just wondering whether or not I should add any pen lines to this. And that was it. That was what Carol thought was pens. Not even close. Let's see what we can do here now. Let's get our bits and parts brought into the game a little bit. Here are many, many, many delightful color gradations here. Makes it so much fun to think, what can I do? Ah, I know. Let's see about this. This is so enjoyable for me, and I do hope that you're giving this a try, because it is so much fun to do. Let's pick out this one. This was just decided. We're going to make this come over here. Let's pick out this one a little bit more here. Darken the turns here. Here we have one. Needs to be. There's another. Oh, I can't leave this alone. Isn't this just delish? Of course, when the painted areas are lighter, the pen additions really express themselves. Oh, I think I'm going to call this one another one right here that needs to be brought forward. And this one, yes. Well, that's already speaking, isn't it? This is such fun doing, because I don't have to search for my embellishments here at all. There we go. Well, I can't ignore this one. Or this one. Almost. Now let's get further away from it to see what we have here. Well, a lot of changes. Let's see, about and this one, I think. Need something over here. I wish I could hear your suggestions. Now, this is a little bit sloppy towards the edges here. I'll take care of that after I take care of this. And let's heavy up these edges here. Done. Well, as you can see, I'm just going to continue playing and playing, but not too much. Not too much. I want to have a little bit of something over here, a little bit of something here, but I'm thinking that that is where it's going to be for today. I'm going to put this pen and that aside, and I'm going to take a picture of it so that if you would like a close-up, you should go to my blog, and it's listed down at the bottom of this video, and I'll have some close-ups for you, and including one of my finalizing. I'm not going to do too much, maybe 4 or 5 more bits, that's all. on that one. So that one's going to be put aside, out of trouble. And now, for my last go of the day, if you'll notice, I have taken out, I bought a new magazine, and I've had it chopped at Office Max for 88 cents, plopped in some holes, picked out the pages that I wanted to work out, eliminated some that were just advertising, and used some for other collage bits. I'll show you those right now. All of this pile of goodies came out of some of the pages from this magazine. And I put a page, I glued a page onto the back of the cover, left some unglued. This one, I can feel it, it's heavy, yes. This one is glued together, and so forth, so that I had some fun pages waiting for me. And the back cover, I made a mistake, of course. I just got ahead of myself, or my mind was elsewhere, and I put the holes on the wrong side. And I said, whoops, and I said, no, we're going to fix this. So I got out some of my white artist tape and covered the holes. And as you'll notice, there's another whoopsie here. So some of these are going to have 2 holes, because even I was not that motivated to cover the one of these holes. It's a never-ending fight to fight your OCD, folks. You know that, many of you who are on my wavelength. So, the front and back cover. I think I'm going to have a go at those. I think I have time before I have used up your patience level of the day. And if I have, please just barrel ahead. Fast forwards are a wonderful thing. So, what colors am I going to put here? Well, I have a little of that. Have a little of this. Have a little of this. Isn't this something? Alrighty. Have a little of this. Salmon. And some green. Maybe this one. Yes. Tree frog. All right. My goal here is to cover up a lot of this. I'm going to leave that on. So, let's see what we see now. It's going to take probably more than one coat of the colors to eliminate some of the printing, but that's okay. These are the covers, so they'll get a little extra love. If I don't like what's happening, I can always add some gesso to the mix. There it goes. When one coat dries a little bit, the second one takes care of business very nicely, I've noticed. Need some of that. Need some magenta. Goodness, this bottle is getting a bit empty. I'll have to put that on my list. Right. More salmon. Oh yes, definitely. And some green. And I'm going to let this air dry, but mission accomplished for the cover. And now the back cover. Well, this needs a little purple action here. Some gold. think I might want to keep her. Let's see. Yes, I think so. I think a little gesso is necessary along around now, because we do have white up here. So, oops. There we go. Done. Don't want to lose her. Cover up some of my tape. Gesso certainly cures a multitude of sins. A little more purple. Just a tiny bit more. Face cleared off a little bit. Okay. It's a little help right up there. Done. There we have the background for whatever is going to befool the top. And I do hope that you have enjoyed some of the projects today in Journal Jumble. Get the other one. And that you will be considering joining me again. And if you have enjoyed the Jumble, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with a friend. I would so appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. I will be seeing you again soon. Look for my blog, and I will be sure to have a picture of this completed on there for you to peruse. See you soon. Bye now.